And today we're going to do a design, and we're going to do that with a variety of materials, including white paper. As usual, I've used some Xerox paper. You can use your pad. Also, you can use crayons, markers, colored pencils, and if you want, I would not suggest using paints on this project. It's much better to use markers. I wanted to talk to you about design. This is made by a very important designer who created this coffee pot using just simple lines and then a very different kind of bottom to it. And just ran over and picked up my grandmother's glasses, and here they are, and they have designs all over them as well. And so does my scarf, which came from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's got a beautiful design of colors and fabric together. So, what we're going to do today is this design that I have on our drawing easel. And it was just a fun project to do, and I think you'll enjoy. We are going to get your paper out, and let's draw. Okay, first we're going to draw dot to dot. I do a lot of dot to dot drawings. I love dot to dot. It shows me where to make my lines and where to make my designs. And the first thing we're going to do is put about 5 dots on our page. Let's start over here. And, whoops, I've got the wrong side, I think. Yes, I do. And I'm going to use another one up here. And I'm going to use another one over here. And I'm also going to use one here and one here. With those 5 dots, you could use 5 to 7 dots, and I'm going to draw a line to the first dot. I'm going to draw another line to the second dot. I'm going to draw a line to the third dot, but I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to draw to this dot, and then over to this dot, and back to this dot, and over to this dot. I am simply going to go from this side over to the other side of the paper. Okay, so now I have a line. The next part of this is to draw from dot to dot again, but curving, always drawing to the next dot, but curving my lines. So I'm going to start at the side here. I'm going to start here. I'm going to curve, stop and rest at this dot. Curve, stop and rest at this dot. Same thing here, curve, stop and rest, curve, stop and rest, curve, stop and rest. And that just goes off the side of the page. I'm going to continue that above my line. Stop and rest, stop and rest, stop and rest. Come up, always come from dot to dot though. Don't just start somewhere. You're going to always come dot to dot. I'm going to do that on the bottom. Dot, dot, dot to dot, stop and rest, dot to dot, stop and rest, dot to dot, stop and rest. And I am going to do that until my entire page is filled like this. So my entire page will be filled with lines. My dot was here, I went there, etc. all the way across, kept going, and do you see how some of these at the top go off the page and come back in. So if I was going to draw this and I had enough paper, I would do this. Okay, so I would dot down to here and come back on the other side. But I am not going to do that because the paper, that's the end of the paper. Okay? So, when you are finished with this part of this design, you will decide to then fill in some of your lines. You will make some thick. Some of your lines will be thick. Some of your lines will remain thin. And you'll have a variety of line work. It will cause your pictures to look very strong if you use a lot of thick lines. And if you use a lot of thin lines, you can see that it looks very it's kind of lovely little, not so strong, it's just a melody that goes across the page. And so decide what you like and do either thick lines or thin lines. When you're done with this, you can stop the video and you can do the next part of this project. The next part of this project is to take areas that you like and to create designs in them. You'll, in this one, you have dots, you have lines, you have zigzags, you have thicker lines, you have something that looks like teeth over here, but you could just as well do any sort of design. But do you notice how they're not everywhere? Sometimes you will think, oh, I don't want to put them everywhere. I want to have some areas that are white and some areas that curve and curve around. And that's what you're going to be finishing on this. Now let me show you once again the finished one that I did. And you can see that not only did I color in areas with designs, for instance, I have a line and I have some lines here that almost look like a top and bottom teeth. I have circles, not filled in, I just made round circles and filled with color. Hearts. I have a checkerboard look up here. So the thing that you will need to do is decide what kind of stuff you want inside these lines. And maybe you want happy faces or emojis in some parts of it, and create a color pattern. Do you see the color pattern on this one? It's red, yellow, and orange. So if you mix yellow and red, what do you get? Orange. And that's what I used. I used red, yellow, and orange. Those are called analogous colors on a color wheel, and those are colors that are together. Okay? So you could just as well use colors like this, colors that are blue, green, lavender, and those are analogous colors on the color wheel. And those could be the colors that you use in your design. So it's up to you what you do for your design, and enjoy. This is Barbara Nelson, Littlefoot of Bigfoot Graphics. Thanks for joining us.